While you're doing this?
Get some!
Right. We have these little strange shaped areas of the wall where we're not having any windows, like at the edges of the house, the east and the west side. And so we're just covering these areas with plywood, and we're going to lath and plaster over that for the finish. But before we cover it completely with plywood, we're going to fill this with insulation. So I just have some R19 24-inch wide insulation bats, just like I've used in other places around the house you've seen in previous videos. And I'm just going to fill this void in and then cover it with plywood. So I just measure the size I need, and then I cut it. I'm going to get my measurement here, make a mark how long it needs to be. Okay. And then when you're cutting bats insulation, it's important, or just handling, it's important to wear gloves. I misplaced my gloves, so I'm just using some nitrile gloves for now. And also wear a face mask, because you don't want to inhale the fiberglass strands. And also, to easily cut this stuff, you want to have a razor blade, and you want to be cutting against a piece of wood. So you can cut right down to the wood. The first thing I do is I cut the paper on top, and then I push it down and cut all the way down to the wood. Place this guy right in here. And these little tabs come out on the sides, so you can staple them right into the wood. The side's a little cramped, so I'll work on this side first.
So we're putting our 6mm plastic up for our vapor barrier with staples, and I'm using a scrap piece here, which you can do, and I'll demonstrate a specific technique for doing that later, but I'm just going to staple this up here first, and then I'm going to cut it to fit. We want about an inch overlap around the edges, just to be a little extra beefy. Alright, so for the staples for this vapor barrier, we'll do about a foot apart. Alright, so I'm using a scrap piece here, so now I'm just going to cut it to fit. Got a 1-inch overhang.